Channel3000.com Alert Center. This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on this Friday. Let's head over to the Weather Center, where meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first alert or first warned forecast. It is. That's some blue sky out there.
Yeah, things are absolutely incredibly beautiful out there, Mark, but it is deceiving because things are also incredibly cold for this time of the year. Well, it is winter after all. Wind chills right now are -9 in Madison, 13 below in La Crosse, Dubuque coming in at 14 below, and this is better. Our coldest wind chill earlier this morning was down right around 20 below zero. Now, air temperatures are finally going above the 0-degree mark. So we're sitting at 2 in Dubuque, 6 here in Madison, 10 in Milwaukee. And while these temperatures are a little bit colder than this time yesterday, I want to focus on what's happening just back towards the west. You see where these temperatures are so much warmer than 24 hours ago. I highlight that because that's the air that's coming our direction. Folks, as we go through the weekend, be on the lookout for a weekend warm-up. I went ahead through that hot sun on there just so folks can feel a little bit warmer than what it actually is outside. It won't be a big warm-up, but we are warming up this weekend, Mark. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
It'll feel good. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Chris. Thank you. Pittsburgh police investigating after a man was shot multiple times while sitting in his car. The 31-year-old victim was waiting in the New Fountains Apartments parking lot around 8 o'clock last night when someone shot him. He called 911 and then drove to the Speedway gas station on Verona Road, where first responders took him to the hospital. Police say he sustained serious but non-life-threatening gunshot wounds. Anyone with information asked to contact the Fitchburg police. A spokesperson for the Middleton Cross Plains Area School District says they won't be sharing any additional details about an ongoing investigation into students sharing nude photos of minors. Perry Hibner says there have been a lot of rumors circulating about how many Middleton High School students may have been involved, but the district will not comment on that until the investigation by the state is complete. We do know students could be suspended or expelled if they're found to be involved. Hibner says the hope is the investigation will wrap up in the next few days. There's a statewide endangered missing persons alert out for a 26-year-old Milwaukee woman. Family members last saw Amara Banks a week ago at her home, hours after the funeral for her 1-year-old son, Arzel. Her 4- and 5-year-old daughters are also missing. Amara, who goes by Jerica, was supposed to meet her sister for brunch Saturday morning, but she never showed up.
She's just the kind of person that's very consistent, and for her not to get in contact with us and not to let us know that something is wrong.
The family is hoping others can help. Anyone with information asked to call the Milwaukee Police Department. President Trump tweeted again this morning about the Justice Department a day after Attorney General William Barr publicly criticized the president for doing just that. Katherine Johnson has the latest from the White House.
In a rare public rebuke, Attorney General William Barr criticized President Trump for speaking out about ongoing Justice Department cases.
To have public statements and tweets made about the department make it impossible for me to do my job.
Barr's comments come a few days after he overruled the recommendation of DOJ prosecutors for a long prison term for President Trump's political ally, Roger Stone.
I thought the recommendation was ridiculous. I thought the whole prosecution was ridiculous.
President Trump had commented and tweeted about the original 7 to 9 year sentencing recommendation, calling it a miscarriage of justice. Barr said he made his decision before the president's comments, but acknowledged the president's remarks put him in a difficult position.
Do you go forward with what you think is the right decision, or do you pull back because of the tweet? And that just sort of illustrates how disruptive these tweets can be.
Despite Attorney General Barr's call to stop the presidential tweets on Justice Department matters, President Trump was back at it today. The president used Barr's own quote, saying, "The president never asked me to do anything in a criminal case." Then the president added that he has the legal right to do so, but so far has chosen not to. Barr is getting support from the Senate's top Republican.
I think that if the Attorney General says it's getting in the way of doing his job, maybe the president should listen to the Attorney General.
The White House says the president still has confidence in his Attorney General. Katherine Johnson, CBS News, the White House.
Stone is set to be sentenced next week. He was convicted in November of lying to Congress, obstruction, and witness tampering in a case stemming from the Mueller investigation. A senior U.S. official says the United States and the Taliban have reached a truce agreement that will take effect, quote, very soon. Politico reports this could lead to withdrawals of American troops from Afghanistan. The development comes as U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Defense Secretary Mark Esper are in Munich for an international security forum. They spoke on the sidelines with Afghanistan's president. The coronavirus outbreak in China is growing by thousands of cases a day. The CDC says 15 people in the U.S. have now contracted the illness. More medical teams arrived in China's hard-hit Hubei province yesterday as officials confirm roughly 1,700 health workers have been infected by the coronavirus and 6 have died. A pharmaceutical company in San Diego called Inovio is one of several working on a vaccine. It's already been tested on animals and goes to human trials this summer. Delta Airlines is investing $1 billion over the next decade to work on reducing the environmental impact of global air travel. They're the first airline to make that commitment that large. The aviation industry accounts for about 2% of global carbon dioxide emissions. Well, Valentine's Day is extra special for one Purple Heart recipient. 104-year-old Major Bill White was hoping to gather about 100 Valentine's Day cards to add to his scrapbook collection. Well, he did that and more. White received more than 300,000 personal messages and thank you notes from around the world, thousands of handwritten cards, balloons, flowers, even boxes of chocolate for Valentine's Day. White says he is overwhelmed with gratitude.
I'm as close to speechless as possible. I really don't know what to say. I do what I can say. It's something that I've never had before. I'll probably never get again.
White was sent messages from all 50 states, plus places as far as North Korea and Australia. He even received a thank you note from the White House signed by the president. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Not sure what to get that someone special for Valentine's Day? We've got just the thing, and it's priceless.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
It's incredible. It's award-winning. It's the new Ram 1500 at Don Miller. With the President's Day event on now, there's great selection. The new Ram 1500, it's Green Car Journal's 2019 and 2020 Green Truck of the Year. Lease a new 2020 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn 4x4 for only $279 a month plus taxes and fees, 39 months, 10,000 miles per year, $34.99 due at signing. See salesperson for details. The President's Day event on now at Don Miller, your Madison truck headquarters.
Don Miller. The Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show is coming this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Admission is free only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Find everything for your home. Kitchens, baths, and custom remodeling, windows and doors, and everything to beautify the yard with Madison's top landscapers. If it can improve your home, you'll find it at the Build, Remodel, and Landscape Show. Free admission this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at the Monona Terrace Convention Center.
These days, Social Security is denying more disability claims than ever. If you can't work, it can be harder to win benefits. I'm attorney Don Becker. Now more than ever, you need an experienced disability lawyer. For over 30 years, my firm has helped people win benefits. Disability law is all we do.
The Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County helps hardworking families get a hand up into stable housing. Habitat homeowners put in sweat equity and often have multiple jobs to pay the low-interest mortgage on their home. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Rest comfortably with brands you can trust at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Create a unique and stylish room with made-in-the-USA products from companies like Smith Brothers of Bern. Select from a wide variety of sofas at a great price.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
It's Valentine's Day, and besides all the chocolate and flowers, the best way to a man's heart, or really anyone's, is through their stomach. So I figured I'd share a recipe for our homemade cheese biscuits. If these don't make them fall in love with you, what will? We start off by mixing together some flour, shredded cheddar cheese, a bit of sugar, and some salt. Now we cut in some vegetable shortening using a pastry cutter, or you could use 2 forks. And if you're not familiar with this, what it does is it creates almost a crumbly mixture that will make our biscuits nice and flaky. We add some buttermilk to this. And when the dough comes together, we knead it for a bit before rolling it out. Since it's Valentine's Day, I'm using a heart-shaped cutter, but you can use a biscuit cutter or even a drinking glass. After these get baked, which takes just a few minutes, the whole house smells warm and inviting. And when that special someone takes their first bite, they'll fall in love with how flaky and tasty they are. The recipe for our Hearty cheese biscuits is online now. Believe me, when you bake something homemade for Valentine's Day, there's nothing better. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a loving way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Next at noon, mostly sunny but very cold today, but we can look forward to a slight weekend warm-up. Chris has your first WARN forecast next.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour mattress marathon is through President's Day Monday. Find unbeatable mattress doorbusters up to 70% off during the biggest sale of the year. Plus instant savings up to $800 through President's Day Monday at Ashley Home Store.
Find huge savings now through Sunday during Menards Crazy Day Sale. Save $40 on this Corva rocker recliner, just $149.99. Dutch Boy Forever interior flat paint and primer in one is $17.98 a gallon after rebate. Ironstone click vinyl plank flooring with attached pad is $239 a square foot. Guardian R25 fiberglass insulation is $9.99 a roll. These deals are so crazy they're available in-store only while supplies last. So hurry in to save big during Menards Crazy Day Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Clean up with Steinhoffel's biggest President's Day sale ever and get a free robot vacuum. Save 35 to 75% store-wide plus an extra $100 off. Get incredible bonus buys like this counter stool, $49. Queen upholstered bed, $99 or $149. Rocker recliner, $249. Reclining sofa or dining set, now $399. These sectionals priced to sell out. And get special pricing on Purple mattresses plus 60-month special financing. Shop Steinhoffel's President's Day sale now.
Join Gary Canalti and News 3 Now viewers on a New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise, July 9th through the 19th. Free travel shows meet February 18th at the Wisconsin Dells Ramada by Wyndham. February 19th, we'll meet at the Madison Crown Plaza Hotel. We'll also meet February 20th at the Janesville Pontiac Convention Center and the Mound City Bank Motor Branch in Platteville. You can also go to holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, to view the online travel show and earn a $100 coupon.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour sale is through Monday only. Save thousands instantly on price drops from top appliance manufacturers. Get interest-free financing, plus a 10-year limited warranty and doorbusters store-wide. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
We are ready to put these below zero temperatures behind us, and this weekend we'll do just that. A winter warm-up is on the way, along with snow chances. Hattie's in Saturday to tell us what that'll mean for your family's plans. Join us at 5 and 8.
Waking up to stuff like this should never be a surprise. Download the Channel 3000 First Warn app and be ready for whatever Mother Nature throws our way.
Our Call for Action phone bank is open right now, ready to take on your consumer issues. You can call our hotline. Volunteers will help you with any consumer complaints. The number is 608-270-2833. The service is open every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 11 and 1. An economic test for China amid the coronavirus outbreak, and it's not too late to snag a Valentine's Day deal. Diane King Hall has your Money Watch report.
The head of the International Monetary Fund says the next 2 weeks are critical for China amid the coronavirus outbreak. The IMF chief told CNBC the period is crucial in determining the economic impact because that is when many factories will resume work. Consumers loosened their wallets in January. According to the Commerce Department, retail sales rose 0.3%. Sales rose as Americans spent more on eating out and sprucing up their homes, shopping for furniture and building supplies. Romance scams are on the rise, and so is the cost to victims. The Federal Trade Commission says the number of people reporting a romance scam has tripled since 2015. The cost, $201 million, compared to $33 million lost dollars in 2015. The FTC warns to watch for red flags like people professing their love too quickly and claiming to be in need of cash. Procrastinators, listen up. There are still some Valentine's dinner deals. California Pizza Kitchen is offering a prefix deal for two for $35 all weekend. Carrabba's has a 4-course surf and turf dinner for two for $60. Keeping it casual, McDonald's new tradition, Valentine's Day, celebrates platonic love and staying in. People can shave $5 off a $15 purchase with DoorDash. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
Thank you, Diane. At the noon hour, the Dow Industrials down 78 points. The NASDAQ off 5.5. The S&P 500 down a little over 3. Let's check in with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee on this Valentine's Day.
Yep, markets are skittish on my side of the margins too, Mark. I don't know, maybe everybody's off trying to celebrate Valentine's Day early because they're sure not investing in our commodities. A lot of conversation going on about just the lack of international movement. Now, it's not all that big a surprise at this time of the year that we're not moving U.S. corn and soybeans to international markets. It's just not our season. But a lot of the traders and analysts that I talked to say you would expect us to get a little action because our corn is the cheapest in the world. Our export sales this week were down 38% compared to expectations. So we're still way off the mark, and everybody's trying to be patient, understanding that China's got a lot of things to deal with. They reassured the market earlier this week that they are going to live up to their phase 1 agreements. But like I said, so far it's just conversation. It's not really impacting our numbers. As far as the rest of the markets are concerned, just want to remind folks, just got done talking with Val Gaffney, president of the Wisconsin Beef Council. She is going to be one of the folks that attends the Wisconsin Cattlemen's Winter Conference. That's Friday and Saturday next week up at Chula Vista Resort in Wisconsin Dells. The beef industry right now undergoing some very interesting, I should say, redesign maybe. A lot of producers have decided that they're really going to hone in and focus on specific markets. Maybe it's stocker cattle, feeder cattle, maybe it's raising young calves, but there is room for people that may be moving around in agriculture and looking for new opportunities. Be up in Wisconsin Dells next Friday and Saturday. Not much movement in dairy. Barrel cheese unchanged today at $158.5. The 40-pound block cheese dropped 4.5 to $182, and AA butter today unchanged at $1.80 per pound. Best thing about today, at least for right now, Mark, is not much wind out there. But boy, those sub-zero temperatures still take your breath away.
Yeah, they really will. It's going to warm up this weekend, though, so that's the good news.
Yes, that's the good news.
All right, have a good weekend, Pam.
You too.
Here's Chris now with the forecast. We're not used to this cold of weather.
Yeah, we've been spoiled as we've gone through about, well, the past 346 days, to be exact. That's how long we've gone consecutively without seeing any temperatures below zero. But that came to an end, folks. Today, that streak ended because those morning lows, they were down there, folks. 11 below is what we dropped to in Madison, Janesville, and Mineral Point. Lone Rock dropped to 21 below this morning, 18 below in the Dells. Black River Falls made it all the way down to 34 below zero this morning. That's without the wind, folks, but we were behind schedule on that one. On average, our first below zero day of the winter comes December 22nd. The earliest ever was November 27th, and the latest first day for falling below zero. That would be March 3rd, 2002. This was actually the latest below zero day we've had since that winter back in 2002. But I want to show you this date. This is the average last below zero day, and that's February 17th. So perhaps we are one and done as we go through this winter. The cold air is still settled in right on top of us here in the upper Midwest, but I want to focus on the placement of this area of high pressure. It's now to our south. It'll continue to gradually move towards the south and east. What that's doing is sending the winds out of the south, folks. You already see some of that southerly wind flow starting to take over right now. That's going to help warm things up. Pay attention to what's happening over Minnesota and the Dakotas. You're talking temperatures that are 20 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. We are going to see a temperature jump just like this as we go into your weekend. We're already starting to see those temperatures respond. Winds out of the south at 11. We're not below zero anymore. Temperatures are at 6 degrees. Again, plenty of sunshine out there. 4 in Monroe, 5 in Mineral Point, 7 in Janesville. One of the warmer spots along with Prairie du Chien coming in at 8. Let's watch these temperatures begin to take off. We'll see those highs around 15. We'll start to cool things back down. Here we are at 9 o'clock. Your temperature is at 7. Watch what happens overnight. That southerly wind really kicks up. We'll wake up tomorrow morning with temperatures right around 20 degrees. The clouds will be back into the picture, and we'll see a little stripe of snow that comes in tomorrow afternoon. Future Track is not excited about it, which it shouldn't be. It's not going to be a big deal, but I still expect that Future Track is a little bit underdone with what we're seeing. We'll see those highs into the mid-30s by the time we get you into your Saturday, and then we're going to see warmer temperatures into Sunday as well. That leads us into Monday when our next little disturbance comes our way. That's going to have rain and snow associated with it. We're still going to be fine-tuning the details on that. There could be some accumulation there, but this is the big story, folks. After a little shot of some cooler air for the middle of next week, we begin to mild things up across the upper Midwest as our pattern begins to relax just a little bit. So we'll see cooler than normal temperatures across the southern part of the country, but folks, the northern third of the country is getting in on above normal temperatures, and that's going to be the case as we round out February and head into March. In the meantime, here's that 10-day forecast for you. We do have a couple below normal days. That would be today, of course, and then by Wednesday and Thursday next week. But Mark, Saturday next week, can you say that number for me?
41.
41. That's what we are looking at. So we do have liquid rain in the forecast as well. It's been a while since we've seen that around here.
Yeah, bundle up though today.
Bundle up today, and then it's all about the climb.
And 41 next weekend.
Yes.
All right, that's all I heard. Chris, thank you.
My pleasure.
Next at noon, a Colorado woman wants to change the look of a popular tattoo magazine to show others there's no limit to what you can do. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Ashley Home Store's 72-hour mattress marathon is through President's Day Monday. Find unbeatable mattress doorbusters up to 70% off during the biggest sale of the year. Plus instant savings up to $800 through President's Day Monday at Ashley Home Store.
At one point in the service, she played one of Woody Guthrie's songs. I wish I could hear my mother sing again. And that is probably the single most beautiful memory I have of the entire service.
What I'll remember most about Crest is the people here. They genuinely care.
Crest Funeral and Cremation Service. We are the hand on your shoulder to graciously help you through these tough times.
Anyone hear the slogan? Mike will get it done? Okay, let me tell you what the it is. As mayor, I expanded health care coverage. As president, I'll build on Obamacare because health care is a right. I created nearly 500,000 jobs in New York City. As president, I'll build an economy that delivers good jobs with higher wages. I'll take on the gun lobby and save lives. And I will stop Trump's assault on women's reproductive rights. I've got a record record of doing things. I've got the resources to take on this fight. As mayor, I held myself accountable for results. As president, I'll offer common sense plans, and I will get it done. So let's stay on the offensive and let's win. I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town. Come to the circus.
See the elephants, tigers, dogs, and all the fun to be had at the Shrine Circus. Enjoy the magnificent elephants while you still can and make memories for a lifetime. Bring the family one and all to the Shrine Circus.
Come to the circus, the biggest show in town.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour sale is through Monday only. Save thousands instantly on price drops from top appliance manufacturers. Get interest-free financing, plus a 10-year limited warranty and doorbuster store-wide. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
A Colorado Springs woman fighting multiple diseases is out to prove that she can do anything, including becoming a magazine cover model. Julia Donovan has the story.
Like most tattoos, Tori's ink tells a story.
I'm a huge Stephen King fan, so I have Red Rum tattooed on my knuckles.
A story about her life and her health.
I have a gastroparesis ribbon.
It was 5 years ago when a single trip to the hospital changed Tori's life forever.
When I was 15, I had 27 gallstones in my gallbladder. I would get super nauseous if I ate just a bite of food. He was like, yeah, you have gastroparesis. Your stomach's paralyzed. It doesn't know how to digest food.
She got a feeding tube. Tori found out she also has POTS and mitochondrial disease, both making her weak, along with stage 4 endometriosis causing pelvic pain. She had her first seizure senior year of high school.
I have my bad days where, I can't even, get up to use the restroom.
But she's kept a good attitude. She says that and her ink are part of living her best life. Tori's pursuing her modeling dream with the hope of winning the Inc. Magazine 2020 cover model contest.
It would just be really cool to be, on the cover of a huge magazine that's known around the world and to, bring awareness.
She says tattoos have helped keep her sane through everything.
It helps me escape from, reality for a little bit, but then I have to come back to reality because that's just how it works.
But the biggest reason she wants to win, Tori wants to let other people like her know there's no limit to what you can do.
It's okay to be sick. You don't have to feel like your illness defines you. It doesn't make you any less of a person, doesn't make you any less beautiful.
Chris has one final check of the forecast.
Plenty of sunshine out there, Mark, but it is indeed cold. Our temperature is at 6 degrees right now. We'll be topping out right around 15, 34 for Saturday with a chance of snow. We'll watch rain and snow early next week.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heineman.
We found it interesting that the Wisconsin State Legislature was actually able to accomplish some things on Thursday when getting things done so often seems impossible amid the political divisiveness. The juvenile corrections package approved by the Joint Finance Committee is certainly not perfect, but Republicans approved spending even more money for 4 county-run centers. And while we're not crazy about delaying the closing of the troubled state juvenile facilities, Republicans are right about needing to get community buy-in. Corrections needs to make sure Lincoln Hills has no more problems in the interim, and there needs to be consideration of expanding Mendota's Juvenile Treatment Center. But at least both parties are acting on juvenile justice. Meanwhile, the Wisconsin Elections Commission wisely delayed a new voting law on a unanimous bipartisan vote, and a Republican-controlled legislative committee unanimously approved a new contract for Wisconsin state troopers. Just when legislative action seemed like an oxymoron. Makes one wonder why it can't happen more often.